yɛma owura yɛ owura na adeɛ yɛ ne deɛ yɛma no yɛma yɛhunu sɛ wei na adeɛ no yɛ ne dea. Acknowledging the owner. Moma yɛ mo mpaeɛ otumfoɔ nyame ɛna anwummerɛ yi wode wɔ ma ahyia bio. Mpaebɔ no sɛ ma yɛnte wo nne kasa kyerɛ ɛwɔ Yesu din mu nti amen. Acknowledging the owner. Wenem mewɔ Ghana na mehyɛ m'asɔfo dwuma ase ɛwɔ Tepa district. Na mekɔɔ Tepa hɔ no na nkraman mmienu bi na ayɛ sɛ mabɛhyɛ ka ɛwɔ asɔndan no ho ne mission house no nkyɛn because asɔndan no si mission house no nkyɛn. Nti bi wɔ koraa no pa bɛtiri a mebie me gate no na nkraman yi egu gate ya no. Bi wɔ bɛkɔ na asɔndan no ho na ɔmo deda hɔ. Na ɔmo afonfon ɛna nibisa asɔpanyin baako sɛ nkramani ɛsɛ meba ha nyinaa no ha ya na ɔmo da. Na nkraman wura ɛwɔ he? Mfa awurɔsi buo pastor. Nkraman wei deɛ ɔmo abɛka ha o. Ɔmo ni wura. Nam sɛ adɛn na ɔmo ni wura. Ɔsi buo sɔfo a ɔkɔɔyɛ no. Ɔno na edu baabi a na wabɛturo aduane sɛ ɛyɛ no wabɛto aduane egu hɔ na ɔde aduane egu adeɛ mu na ɔde abɛsi hɔ ama wɔn na ɔmo adi. Ɛna ɔmo ayɛ wɔn dɛ saa na ɔmo de aka mission house because ɔmo ni wura. Nti na ama me nso abɛyɛ ritual bi. Me nso aduane a na makɔto bi ato mmoa yi ɛhɔ na ɔmo edi. Ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo wura wɔn. There was a day bi ɛbɛba na baako. Asɛ sɛ ɔkɔ obi fie o sɛ deɛ na nipa korɔ de adeɛ pira no. Na sɛ yɛde sika atwa aboa yi ɛna ekuro bi atɔ ne ɛsɛ metu kwan kakra. Mebaeɛ na mehunu sɛ abibi abia no hɔ ɛna nkuro na nwansa egu aboa yi ho bebree. Fa na mewura ho yie. Na msi na aboa yi wura wɔ he? Cause aboa no ni wura. Nti nobody cares about aboa no. Oni wura ɛna wapira ɛna no wɔne nam hɔ. Na yɛdwene kwan sɛ kwan bɛn na yɛbɛfa so yɛbɛboa aboa wei. De na kɔ veterinary na baabi ama ɔma take care of. Aboa no ni wura. But ibeduru America ha, I saw a different story. When it comes to nkraman, a different story. I mean, who the fee different cry. Sir, yenim sɛ ne nkrɔfoɔ esi triti mmoa ɛwɔ ha. Baabi a meti, wobɛsɔre na obi kura ne kraman nsa. Ɔde ahoma asɔ ne kɔn no kɔ walk. Na wokura plastic bag. Sɛ aboa no kɔ toilet a na wayi nadeɛ. Na wakyekyere. Na ɔne n'aboa edi agorɔ kraman ntimi huri na ɔto adeɛ kɔto ha na utimi hu na nigya ɛwɔ kraman yi emu. Na ama kraman mmienu a na minim wɔ Ghana no. Na ɔyɛ a na ɔmadwena besi mitiri mu. Sɛnea ɔmo brɛ ne anigye bie ni hɔ mo nam hɔ moa. I remember said brɛ bi yɛ Long Island. Na car bi di anim na yɛ pickup. Na me hu sɛ nipa mmiɛnsa bi ti pickup n'akyi. Na as driving na me try sɛ me overtake pickup no. Na me hu sɛ kraman bi te front. Nipa te akyire ɛna kraman ate car front ɛna wayi di ti aba abɔntene. In fact, me nwanwa sɛ kraman te front na nipa te akyire. Ye kuro mu ebi nsida. Sɛ kraman pa na car no kura obɛda watenem. Meka pa sɛ nura na meka mekɔto books wɔ Canada canvas. Na maami bi a mekɔ no hɔ broni ba bi a me try sɛ me pɛ auto book. As we walk catch him say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have money because my dog just had a surgery and it cost me 4,000 Canadian dollars." Na me jina na me mahye. Sɛ kraman akɔyɛ surgery 4,000. Maami sɛ no nti oni sika abɔ kraman ho ka 4,000. Kraman a yehunu wɔ anigye a nkraman anigye krom ha no. Anigye ni nyinaa ne sɛ no kra ɛwɔ anigye no mu nyinaa. The truth is that the presence of a caring owner is what makes the difference. Nkraman a ɛwɔ Ghana meka wasɛm ne nkraman mo wɔ ha. Nipa ɛsɛ sika wɔ ho, nipa sadagye wɔ ho, ni wɔn di agro triti wɔn yi awa bɛɛbɔ nsa na obi ahyɛ da kɔpem jacket bi a yɛde ahyɛ kraman. Just say the difference no ye the owner who cares. In says Ankrama no more Ghana Hona na make come as a more owners. That's why I say the owners don't care. No more jam one no money namsa. Dimne, yes, see David who was some. Now what treating her? Can you offer so kungulite? But maybe say maybe sir, have you ever wondered? The Asian are witching in what I say pa drinking on say how David was so brave when he faced Goliath. What I tried to say Apostle David, because David was a mere shepherd, sending Anora. I know Nenrain and I make us say he was a mere shepherd. Only any military experience. The ma David yen kunim before. And they can was me. The pa na kuko drone ne free him. My person said David knew something very important. David know him bibia na hu hia pa. David nim said God owns everything. David nim said onyame bibia yonyame dia. And he's a caring owner. Onyame eye nyame oyo wura. Oya ade nyina wura. No yo wura. Na ni kum na japade ho. Now, the truth about God's ownership, no cry efa se onyame ena ade nyina ye ne dia no was the source of his confidence and courage. David si anu wasi ne bo nsi ya na David enya ne akukodura na David enya nyina no ne se otiase no cry wo hu se bibia ye urade dia. Internet ever say you no maybe say who is the owner? Why and ade ne ye ne dia? Who is the owner? Why and no man nyina wo no? And say bra David ba the battlefield no. Yesua na otwi nyina. Say David be hu say Goliath. No okeka muguru Israel force. Edu ba bi kra. Ofre Israel armies no say the servants of Saul, the army of Israel. Or say, Song Crawford, Soren Kwa, Israel Srafo. Na, Sana na omonsu hunu omoho. Omonsu hunu omoho se, omo ye Saul and Kwa, Israel for no hunu omo se, Israel Srafo no hu se, omo ye Israel Srafo. Sana na omo hunu wo. Enunti, no muhu kra se akwai Goliath otetemi no se I say munsisi omuhu yesi ombetim no akọ eno na amahu bi abowo nanso David de ehunu no ma different me say David de ohunu no ma differently na no ma yesronko ba no sene na asrafo na aka ni nyina hunu no ma ne David de no ohunu no ma so different from sene na omuhunu no to him David call Saul hon no bisa Israel soldier for no David buy call Saul hon the same time Israel soldier for no bisa omo say and why na sa akwa we ya ogina was any so Philistine giant Philistine for no mbeko enti oba ohene Saul hon no di komo no say who is this on the only soldier for no ebisa say who is this guy na opeso hun say akwa we why cry na sa akwa we Philistine anyway was who is this uncircumcised Philistine the Philistine Nimrod ni be that he should defile the armies of the living God tieniye person what is asem we ase the uncircumcised Philistine and say Israel for nyame yiwo what is what the twetiecha say no na o ereche apama eda on Israel tem ama Israel yesronko enti obi adwan se Israel for kura hu se di pan na honte enti uncircumcised motuni be na gina ba bi sei a onka onyame kura apam ho na onyame asrafo the armies of the living God unse so na nkrofo de no muhunu say they are Israel armies. Omo ye Israel asrafo. Israel for no asra for no so hu se na omo ye so nko a omo di so achi na omo ko but David bie we ye nyina ye ni wa ha se this army no is not Israel's army. This army is not Saul's servants. Asrafo we no, they are the armies of the living God. Omu ye Israel sa asrafo ye hu no mu ye. Israelfo yi. Omu ye onyame asrafo. Omu ye Israel asrafo. Omu ye nyame asrafo. Sa na David hu no. It was say, no to ni we defile the armies of the living God. Onyame asrafo na akwa we ebegyina ha kasa kasa ne boso ekire nyame ma. He repeated it twice to Saul say, when is akwa we ya? Wegyina ho he is defiled the armies of the living God. Verse 26 okay, verse 36 so okay repeating the same thing say, when is akwa we? Now with him finally okoko gyina Goliath anim say oni Goliath ebeko no was signed to Goliath anim Goliath here go na wani and David catch and say I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. What's there? Who nim ni pa no beko no who de ohunu mi unza kra bi na gyina ba no say me de me ba awo Nyankopɔn tumfo no na ho adi mu ni di mu na me de ba the God of the armies of Israel. Onyamia, oye Israel, asrafo. Israel asrafo no wura. Nia Israel asrafo no wono. Oh, nidimu na medefa. Ose, whom you have defiled. Ah, wodi na nimu atwitwi fam. Nidini na ho odimu na meba. Ti David said, Goliath, me pese oti ase say. Saa asrafo ye ohunu omu ya. Wokikam gu won so. A woye niamo ho nsam ede won etwitwire ni mu twitwiri fam no. Obenye so amio. Oyo onyame tiasefo no. Onyame a obo so ne. Ne po wiase ni mo nyina. He ni dimu ena meba. So ne nkrofo de no omabo hu ko mo dwen se omaho oden. But I say David said, I come in the Lord Almighty, the powers of the Almighty. Dimu na medeba. Onyame dimu. Anyumne me pese, what you say? Say, ushia how ni amani huna eba yenso. Uma ye hunu say, somebody cares. Obi etwini ye ho. Ye ho hia obi. Yes, David die. Onimu say, bibia ye urade dia. Bibia wasetremu. Tumi ni ahodi nyina ye onyame dia. Everything belongs to God. As I see, David said, and I'm saying David nimu say, asraf we nyame asraf wonti. Ohunu se nyame ene beko Israel ntoko amano. Since God owns the army of Israel, he will fight for his people. He says, I see the no nyina ye dia, tumi nyina ye dia. Se tumi nyina ye urade dia. Nti Israel asrafo ye urade dia. Eye onyame asrafo. Yanwum bi yesi Kristo nsrafo monko ye Kristo nsrafo. Nti yanso yeto sa anwum no bi. Israelfo ye Kristo nsrafo. Nti say Exodus 14:14 was say urade beko ama mu ntimu nyedi. David said, urade beko Israel ntoko ama wo. He said, asrafo no ye nyame asrafo. Nti he will fight for his people. Onyame no a bekwama ne nkrofo. David said, the earth is the Lord's. Ose asasi and everything in it. Ose asasi ni mu ade dodo nyina ye urade dia. The world we are see ye urade dia. Asasi ni bibie wo so we are see amene we atimu ya. Yeah, borders ɛde da mu firi ha kɔ Canada border da hɔ wofa ha nsuo wɔ ha na binom Canadian border ni wodu ha Mexico border ni yɛkɔ yɛ kurom a bibrɛ mu a wofa ha wokɔ Cote d'Ivoire uduru Bontuku a border ni wokɔ Togo uduru Aflao border ni borders deda hɔ. Yes, saa wiase a borders deda mu yi nyinaa ɔse wiase nyinaa yɛ Awurade dea. Was say, for he founded it. Onyame noa, nyame ba de say ko edi ntromu a ekɔ abɔde ahyase a ɔse onyame bɔso ne asase na asase nyinaa yɛ sakasa na nsuo ta asase nyinaa ni nyame pie nsuo kogu ha no wapie na bibia yɛ Awurade dea. He made the world. We are see or no ene yeye. Ene dea. It belongs to him. As the creator, or no Obadian, he owns everything. And Paul said, Meno, ye radidia. You are not your own. You do baby and any baby because I mean I made them. No. Paul said, one know who. One know who. Sakasan made them. You know who. Yataka sapa. Mena made them. I'm see when I made no I'm saying that may I mean Tien you be a beca. One know who. You were bought at a price. Obina to. Enti yenshe nyame animonyam. Ewe nipadua ne bibia because we are bought with a price. You are not your own. Nem person oti say you are not your own. Unye wa hodia. Enim say we are say amele yewu. Na me ka nkramani ho asem begin. Say the difference no the owner okay. But earthly owners omu limitations. Earthly owners. Na me ka say nkramani na omu owner. Yeah, baby is hard say ni owner no kura atu na otu ye waja krama no ho. Anabi akra owner na wu. You may not know. We are say abini yo wumi. Bibia no ye wo nkrofo mo da no. Yes, but we are say you can't trust human owners. They are not trustworthy. Yentim fire home to one somebody hamo. Fi say, ebetima bakura say, obetima wu kura akọ. Yes, owners, betima wu akọ. O maami bi papa bi odo ba wiase, ene wa ukọ. Ajapade ne no ma bi na wode wani atoso. Omo wu ye kura no, abusuafo bi kura afa, bi akura wanya bi. So you untim fa honto wiase owners. But owner bi de me pese me catch you say owner bi de ubetim do ho ato ne so. Fi say sa owner no de ongu. Sa owner no otiase dada. Nyame ameno yesum no a wiase ni mu no manyina ya ne de no. God never dies. He is the living God. He is always watching over you and me. Everything belongs to him. And he wait say onyame agi yen ya me no onyame agi enti ase say we belongs to God. Yen so ye onyame dia. Ti ya brabo se na me di kan kai say you are not your own. Oh, you are bought with a price. The person ti ase say, "Oh, brabo your lives. Oh, your time, obre. Your talent. No usika everything I want be akabia belongs to God." Adeɛ bi akabia ayo nyame dia. Ti se na me kan human owners. Eti fa ye ho nto won so. But the nyame a yesom no no de. Ebetim de ye ho ato no so. Enti se na me kan human owners sometimes they can even die, but God never dies. He's the living God. He's always watching over what belongs to him, including you. Ade bia ye nyame de bia onyame hwe so. Nti me no onyame hwe yen so obo ye ho ban. Animre me pese. I will say why God's ownership matters. Person ɔte aseɛ nnɛ. Person ɔde wadwene ba ha sɛ, why bisa ho? Why God's ownership matters? Person yɛ bisa yɛ ho sɛ, ade nti na onyame a biribi ayɛ ne deɛ no, ehia sɛ biribi yɛ bi obi dea. Owner matters. Na make no. Grandma no. Na so many owner nti no. There's no obakro ha. Grandma wo owner no. Anije ne no man ye different because owner matters. Baby crow ha na ye nyina ye TB. Bra na say tuntumfo drink eduru ba bi tuntumfo drink say abrofi kunkun won ye nchare kra say ye kai a emu ye hu t-shirt nyina blacks or say Black Lives Matters. Blacks life matters. Atuntumfo. Omo nso won yiedie ni wo abrabo ni wo nkwa ehu hia. Nti why ownership matters? Intra ownership matters be the same. David Yehun said, God is the owner of the army of Israel. God is the owner. Now, Enam said, Odim said, Onyami owner, and mana kukudrobi. It gives him that. Inti owner matters. Owner matters. Odim, Saminu Yaway. Yesu sanu nyina. Ewa papa yo maame ukoko ntokwa ukokra na obi ye obi bia aso koka kire me papa because dream so papa wo tumi wa hoadini okwaptua ba busa ni pakro nti honor matters bra ken so David call na nimu a o ka kire so betimu ene Goliath akoko na ho kra ye so nwanwa ti so hwe abrantie din o se krache bra fi se sa na bia so ye o se krache bra die na ama wonya sa akokoduro si ya wo se betim ni akwa we akwa akoko because so Bible kire se kwan a onyame ma yeyi so hene no ne se so na we giant no you be so wa pa na so wa yes so you brane pa no so wa enu ti na yede na kotade hye David entima ntu ne nan na so wa di so wa ni David nuan mo mo soso obi ye dwane na wo asukonu ma we na wa akọ hene nimu ko ka chense meni Goliath kwa akoko ohe ni si asa krache bra die na ma wo sa confidence we die na ma wo ko David die onim se to be ni ahodi nyina ye urade dia nti ohe ne David ka kire so o say the Lord who rescued me from the paws of the lion and the power of a bear will rescue me from the hand of the Philistine. David was recounting his experience. Ellen White can't say me debia or say you the free. A tremu, Yamia way a brabumua, a you the free ayana a who be a boy. But ye kaya, am I a confidence? Sir, Yamia or ye baby a tremu, say Yamino abedin kudimamad. David was recounting the past. God who owns everything. Power nyina dia. No, also David believe we say he is the servant of the living God. Say, well, yeah, onyame akwa. Onyame nam ne so bedi nkunim no. Ama wansuru. To say ha, me onana se me wie nyan ya. Sere so. Eyam patakudie. Sere so ye no mo ananam. Jatanom. Se me mo no amahwe sa geographical channels bia am de ko bi okra Kenya nom ne ba bia those forest no mo abon se mo abon na jata bi no wadwagu zebra bi so na akwatete no zebra iso pa so se ne obesi aso no mu atete no ti o se na nwan de o so mo batete o mo ti se wi o se mo ba mi nwan ho a se jata ne sisire kwabrafo Ghana for frɛ ba me mo ho a pese o be ku won a me ya me ma me ahoden nyame tumi mu mitimi rescue mitimi kusisire mitimi kujata na magye me mo afiri wonsem ti nyame a woyɛ saa ma me no obegye me afiri saa Philistine a wogina hɔ a ohunahuna Israel. He said, "Oh, army of God." him. Now, Goliath cran, he was trying to intimidate David. Ni delay tactics. Say, mama boxers, say boxers in Bakuntokwa. Before answer a dear crab action. Up to question, baby. Now say, you show Mumuduru, the way you say, how would Jaw mom the Bashim chair? Obia, Peso, ye be, who be intimidation, Peso intimidating, no, and son and Tokwano crab. Tibra David in your crown, now so you know intimidate David or Fred David crass or a pony dog. She crama baby, a modern abedinamenim. I can say for cran to me, not sa crama bawe, Diana obetimu aye, crama bawe, no one may babacon. But not so not go light the no would him say or need David in Abaco. But not neither with him, he has no idea, say. When you mean one ever couldn't talk. Nyame befa David mu edi nkunimdie kese abra ma Israel. Fi se onyame me no yente ase se honor matters. Ye honor matter. Honor matter because obi oye honor no na ni kuna de kro. When the baby na adwuma no wagya hosa. No, na ni ku adwuma no. Na ni ku ho. Na ni ku ho. Because a baby na crophobia adwuma bi ma mere anopa bia no wo frɛ won monko ho ba bia mo ye adwuma no me frɛ mu video call me pese mu na me say na wonya botre man crofo osia manya sa ombe ma adwuma no basa basa ona aniku na de kro ho uye ona waniku enti Zakaria said me no yenam we no say na David why chest up oba na say oba kokodro mu sie mu no Zakaria say sa mu na say me no ye nantifi say ye onyame ani nkosua o say the battle is the Lord's and he will give all of you into our hands catch the source say share ye nyame ani nkosua na onyame ade mu nyina ba hye yensa. Yes, Ezekiel said, for whoever touches you touches the apple of his eyes. What's in the ordinance of the count or the ninsa can yami any kusia? Muy and yami any kusia. When him said, anyway, and I'm said, BB, BB bay and nipper, I said, reflex, no, sending your missy boy and the reflex. But no, what but when he pat. Na no me free Queens Kolongala na me hunu say asa me drive on na say mfutru asa from a Bobby e wo kwan no so na me hunu say me rekura free say me drive no windshield wo ho say yeah windscreen wo ho a che say baby antimu ma but me hunu ade na eba car no animu no ho na asa me kata mani me refree kura say me drive because me nim say bibi ba beto mani sana onyame yeye se bonsam de how buy so a si ye kwa hwehia mu a yes onyame fa ho ye nani wakusia se ne yeni bo pre sana ne ame ani ne mu ase wa ye ready so obeboa ye no sa that quick response yame ani ku ye ho because he is the owner ona boy ye wono he is the owner. And I'm saying, oh, your owner, Tino, I didn't know here, no ye. God's ownership matters. But so, yes, we in your media. Into who here, raddy. Won't qua, we dear, a here, raddy. But so, yes, you belongs to God. And your home, what? And your Hosan Kunam, and the baby, Hosan Kunam. Say abrochi akra yes me ni obia me de say why your home broni bi I say obia ntimu muawo bia immigration sam what is sam ufie sam ne akontri mu adwuma mu no bi di wani na why mom I want to tell you sir just up he said you have an owner oh here the owner matters. Yeah, nyame ma. And say yes, but God is the owner. But me know so yeah, we are not owners. Then person say you are not owner. We are stewards. Onyame na ye owner. Atia say who is the owner? You say owner also matters. But me know so we are not owners. We are stewards. Yeah, yeah, Onyame owns everything. Yeah, the Bible say he is stewards. Bible say yeah, so for. Bra, Onyame body. Say Onyame form Adam. Bro, Adam we or see he put Adam in the Garden of Eden. Say onhwe ho no wonsiesie ho. Adam was to take care of the garden. Onyame true. Enye Adam dia. Na bibi ewo mu bia Onyame ka kire say onhwe so. O say onhwe so. Onhwe ne ewo ho nyina so he is not the owner. Onyame di bibia hye ne na ase say onhwe so. Timi no stewards ne say ye managers. We are managing God's properties. God's resources. And what they are my say ye managing. But the real owner no near rade. Timi no ye ahwesofo. Say ti ase sa. Ebeboy nti anwumre yi ansa na mede masem no beko na wie. Ebe say three things a good steward is expected to do. Three things a good steward as a set way. Mumfa nche me wo is no. But no ma me as a set a good steward eh. Nyedika. Remember the provider. Tiasie who provides. Him say Israel for bra mkodu bosha asase. Edu baby na hantan ba wo mu. Na omo etimu sisi adan timu ehunfuo na no ma beba edu baby na hantan ba wo mu no mo dwen se. They are no more stewards. Now they are owners. Remember the Lord your God. Remember the ownership of God. Remember, so Nyame na ye owner. For it's he who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Recognize the ownership of God. When you say Nyame na ye owner, ka hunu se onu ana asra ma wa hoden ama wo atim de aye adwuma. Na ne wunya bidie. Remember God's ownership. Yeah, hand time free. Remember God's ownership. It is a means. Yet they recognize it is a way to recognize God's ownership. Who made that back? You go near me guardian, so the Nancy. Not the who that my say me no, young fan rested. Ti brebia me no ya acknowledge who made that. Ni ye dinini. Na ye hu say nyame da kronkron se ni die na ye die ni die bia masa ada no. Ye yes sir. We are acknowledging the ownership of God. Say onyame owns us yen ye onyame dia. We are not our own. Ada no a odi si wono enye ye dia e onyame dia to ono no say mfa nya adwuma simple. Ni etoso bi. Se onyame ka kire yen say yes. 10% of your produce, 10% of your income. Eye me media. Ntin traba bi nka se, me ana me de me ho, me na me koye madwuma. Abre ne mo mfa sika mra nya me fie. Era obi ne betua me be ma ya ka ne sa. Ti ase nya me se, I am the owner. Ni ono ne de no o ka kire. He is the owner. But na de ama se hweso. No was for 10% of ade na me de ama hweso. Fa bra me. Oh yes, and owner na instruct you. O de ba no, who acknowledge say ono na ye owner. Because you ono na de adwuma no ma wa ka wo anya bi. He is the owner. Nti ohwe ti se wo de title ba, se wo de title ba. Enye obia onye osofo apiaku bi na ade bra no. No. Unfe mra obia. O de bra the owner. It's about recognizing say owura bi wo ho. Ne na de no e no se for 10% bra. It's about obeying that command. Ellen White said, tithes and offering for God an acknowledgement of his claim on us by creation. Nti tithe no offering yɛde ba onyame fie. Ɛyɛ ade a yɛyɛ onyame asɛm a wɔka tum sɛ ɔno na ɛyɛ ɔbaadeɛ. Ɔno na ɛbɔ yɛn. And they are also an acknowledgement of his claim of redemption. At the same time, also, Sarama, yate aseɛ sɛ onyame wa moyen keke, but wasara be waji yankwa. Ye bɔne wa be waji yankwa. Nti onyame own yen twice. Ye de kora onyame bɔne yen twice by creation and redemption. Nti yes sir, ye gye atum sɛ onyame ene boye de toso bio ye bɔne onyame no ene be wuji yankwa. And then nyina ye bɔne a ɔno ene de yamfo so che. Ɔno na ma ya hoden because all power is derived from Christ. To me nyina free urade ho. Free Christo ho. These offerings is to flow from us to God. Inti as I said, sa chede yi the bohun wo mai tithe no offering as I said a flow as I said and say ya de bia ne ye den as I said eba boko ye de brewrade. They are to keep ever before us the claim of redemption. Breno yes, yes, nature say ampa onyame na je yen ono na ama ya hoden, the greatest of all claim and the one that involve every other. Inti onyame ene yoy. Ti ye de ba na ye di atum say God is the owner of everything. Ti tithe and offering onyame say yam famra no. Na ɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛn onyame nkurɔfoɔ bibia wɔn na de ama yɛ to ɔhwɛ yɛtɔ so bio a onyame hwɛ afiri ɔhwɛsofoɔ hɔ obi a woyɛ steward ne sɛ faithfulness a good steward bia onyame hwɛ sɛ ɔyɛ nɔkwafoɔ are faithful ɔhwɛsofoɔ bia sɛ ɔyɛ faithful wonim 1 Corinthians 4 nwoma a ɛdi kan etire 9 chimudu no etire 9 chimumi no was say now it is required that those who have been given a trust must prove faithfulness. Must prove faithful. And him say a kind of story around now to kind no or the talents a man in craft for. Or by a dinner no here. Oh, faithfulness, accountable faithfulness. So maybe akuntar come. Faithfulness. Require faithfulness. Yes, say ya no kwafo. Oh, steward. You don't make the rules. It's the owner who makes the rules. To say you fear no na obi timu ye ni koko fu o na ye owner. No the amount say so. To be okra or say pese we ye na me no wo che. Na wo na wo ye. But he who makes the rules say me chemu miensa bi ase ye wa bunu system, ye wa busa system. Say me ye wi a me de ye chemu mienu wo de ye baako. Bisu o say emienu me de baako o so de baako. Ye de nyame anya ne sa. Anya na bunu abusa system. Ono de o se chemu du na bra me baako. Onyame hwe that faithfulness every year ho. Say we are not honest, we don't make the rule. Onyame na make the rule no or say me no. Yen ye be follow the rules. I say yes sir, if you follow the rules, we don't need to worry about the results because onyame no abedin kunima mai. But in say me no ayete yen. Bebre tie brochi. Komo kondo pa so mo ye businesses bi. Binum kra try businesses in the past. Nkrofo bi a mo de hye mo nsa no. Entimu anye faithful. Enti na on trust obi ya bio. Ti nipa bi wo say kwa Ghana kwa ye business so nipa me de na to anu bi creating kasa oh nipa kra me de ko to anu na aso SD aso panyin no bi creating kasa oh SD aso fu bi kra na me de ho asem gya no wa ye no basa me ti those stories. Eti Ghana de won't trust obi ya o na ye kana sa but bisa ho say wono are you faithful? Wono a wo kasa no can you be trusted? Wo ye no kwafo. Wo so obi nye no kwafo, o do business show obi nsa. Wa do sika, wa ye bibi, wo gina court kora, oni abre. but ya me ama ho de de ye adwuma bi afimu no nyina tight untie afimu no nyina we have not been faithful once the whole year when you're faithful uni no kure ma urade so obi anya faithful na wo wani abere wo ka ho asem but are you faithful na person bi bisa say are you faithful are you faithful Bible say Abraham there nyame de man no nyina as Abraham gave him a tenth of everything ade bia na Abraham wo bia omo nyame so tutusuo dudu ask yourself are you faithful are you a faithful steward say we are no kwafo ye nyame ya ma wi ma wo nkwa ma wo ahoɔden da bia wo sɔre kɔba o de hwɛ sɛ da krokra akɔ hospital ba insurance bia wo co insurance bia wa wo de co insurance utia friend say deductible hwɛ wo deductible a utia wa insurance te sa co-pay bia wa mu de co-pay but bia you have a deductible wo co insurance wo de ko hospital na how de wo insurance kra na obi ka say oko hospital baby na insurance nye adwuma ho o se car mo de bra no wo de ask yourself na nyame hwɛ me no wo so da bia ya nyare bia ho yi kra bɛse no ko wo yare ba ko bi wo da insurance ka ye de bra na insurance kra nye bibia na cover se na woni mu kuruma woni apre onyame hwɛ so but you are not faithful woni akora kwafo woni no kra once kra afi ma urade ntimi no when we bring our tithe and offerings yeah the 10% of our tithe to bra urade oh yeah recognize the urade no say you are the owner bibia ya odia you are the true owner wo oni no kwafo you are the owner of everything. Now, some people need not grow a tight near. At the end, you 10%. We do baby, we grow not the 5%. We grow 2%. No, be said no. On one year, and you be said, are you faithful? Because the other member treasury, the didn't himself tight or the buy no owner. No, he sees everything to ask yourself, sir. So, who did not cry? Are you faithful in your tithes and your offerings? Are you faithful? Bisu ha so one for 10% number. Now the 5% pa. Upesa wo kire say God is a partial owner of you. Nyame a partial owner. Say nyame he is not complete owner of you. No person also claim say won so your owner. We owner kakra nyame you owner kakra. Sa na pesa wo kire. Ask yourself, are you faithful? We no kwafo. Ne to so miensa, I need to twa. Serve and bless others. Say, what do tight new offering by? O boa manyamidjuma akos. Upe shira foforo. You are serving God and at the same time you are blessing others. You nyamia kanen awode ba. You are being of service to God. And at the same time you are blessing others. Because o tight no offering awode ba. Eno ena akoye adwuma. Edin shira aba. Paul said, having all that you need, you are bound in every good work. Nti se wo ye adwuma na nyame hira ese se enoma bi ya kanso no opo mmodene. Obo ma nyame dwuma koso. That's what Paul is telling you. Se nyame hira wa bo ama ono nso na dwuma nkoso. That's what Paul is telling you. Timi no, the greatest blessings that we can bring to our fellow man is to make the good news of salvation accessible to all. Ti wo do tithes, wo do offering, wo do tithe ba, eye adwuma kese. Wo do offering, ebo nya bidwuma. Obo ama nya bidwuma akoso. Wiase afa na nyina. That's what you are doing. Ebu bebre bi aye nim say. So returning tithe is not about maintaining an institution, but serving and blessing others. I didn't say nipa bebre adwene say, oh, tithe here so we na edit you. Now I can't basa. I person me sure say. Oh, nti bi okra na conference ni sika bi conference bi conference na o kana sa na adwene say conference na sika ko asofo na editua onka honko na adwene ko ba I want to educate you today. Sir, serving and blessing others. Yes, sir, you are serving God. Jatum se onyame ne una. Senia odi ama wo no. Ne ono akasa fabra no wo de ba. Na wa ye no kwafo. Na nyame ehira. Ne to so bi wo de ba no. You are blessing others. As the nyame asem ay accessible to everyone. Me no ya na nanom a omatwa wuko. Kwan a asori memenda asafo be pie wo Ghana. Aye nipa bi no mu no kredie in tithe and offering. Ena di nyame asem brae o baby ayewo. Ena ne ye memenda fo. Na ne ye koso di nyame asem ekoma. Let me tell you what the tithe works. So what Queens, what Long Island, what Brooklyn. So what tithe, it goes to the conference. I could do conference. There's a percentage and a conference, and then a percentage goes to the union. I could do union. There's a percentage. Sikana percentage in I could do union also. There's another percentage that stays in the union, and another percentage goes to the division. I could do division. There's a percentage that stays in the division, and there's a percentage that goes to the general conference. General conference is where produce sika. And this is a Roma Safo or Vatican, did your own government one music or federal reserve. But general conference, it can be any general conference. A year Usika, Utrian or Queens, Utrian or Brooklyn, Utrian or Long Island. And the core, could Greater New York, could do Atlantic Union, could do North American Division, and maybe I could do general conference. Sana baby, so be the cosa percentage na could do general conference. What happened? Greater New York Conference. Sa so the baby schools, sa so the baby projects, sa so the Kenyam within the conference. So we see cano and need this age man. Na biso atuas of work. The union be media and no the percentage yaka union the union so di juma when yam some can no be. The same applies to the division and then the general conference. Ni yakoku general conference fi wi ase nyina koduru hɔ. Na so this the church look at we ase baabi a onyame asem nuru hɔ se bi koduru hɔ. Baabi a ehia se yesusuku bi hɔ. Baabi a fa radio so kanyamsem. Na then we sika no na distribute ko wi ase nyina se ne binom de de memenda nkransem bra ye no the same thing. And I mean, you tia tithe and offering. Enti you serving God and you are blessing others. We said, true sikanua utia. And they say, Jumawi. Two more be who you were he said, Nuntu found tithe ma. Yami Edman because of his oh, yes, sir, Yami Shaw, and they know, sir, God is the owner. And he's the one who blessed their life. Tim Pesotia says, be faithful, ye no cough for me ready. No, Yami be shroud. Be faithful, and God will bless you. Now, why you who raise your money, probably no, you who honor because anytime no, open say, we can say, tight no offer wouldn't untia, utiakra wouldn't no cream be now the about your baby and the about to unim. Open saw you who's owner. But let me tell you, say God is the owner of everything. Onyame is the owner of everything. But remember, say God owns everything. Say me know, yeah, you return it tithe and offering. It gives us peace of mind. And my asumdwe, when him say, "Oh, I won't piano." Onadwene no busa because person ye no hunyansa for ye no hu say, "Oh, na me na manya misika." Now those people no, they are always anxious of tomorrow. Because I know na. Inti nadwene say, me de kwa. Me de me tua be bills. Me de kwa. Me na me project kura ma ye. Me de kwa nti sa afo no na they are anxious of tomorrow. Who be better one some be fearful to say Israel focus na Israel for dream say wa ho odin na betim ni Goliath ako ti omo hwe omo ho odin omo ntimu na omo ho ira won stress egu also because they were anxious. Omo stressful. Inti Goliath kekam ti bonsama ye who say honest na bonsama ma ya anxious na stressful. No they adwene tu yetrim say eh ukotua na tike krase sa na we mi de kwa ebe da asome e ka obakunafo no se ne aka maye wa mu nyina odifo se fama me first na de fama me a me hira enhwe onyankopɔn ahenni ne ne trene kan se ne naano na ye kan se ye nyame path ne dikaya nyame so be hira but we all say you are the owner you become anxious but you know what china ne obedi but o twene say hey David o china ne amedi no he will provide. David said me de asema David kan me de pa o se me de me David de ma ya abofra manyini ene kra ma ba kra life nyina mahunu ni nyina bi stages in life mahunu ni nyina I've witnessed it all o se menya hunu odi o se menya hunu nyame nipa bia o ye nokwafo a o se aduane di I always menso de bia me make this statement say masofo dwuma mu this is what I've observed sa asafo no mu no wo o ya nokwafo omo return one tight ni offering di won sika bo nyamedwuma won kure mu no saafo no asore no moa omo ho nkyere omo ho kura na omo ba urade omo ba nyame fie se ye moa wo I've seen it and omo ho akere wa ma asore akobo unless bia ya de bi na be set in na de how bia bra but saafo no omo ho di na omo nam ho I've never me pese me kashe nyame anu nyam se masofo dwuma me be ye sofo o nyame asafo mu ache yi pa 2005 ambe sofo 2025 20 years in ministry menya hunu nipa bia no a wodi nokore obekọ asori mu books mu no ye nokwafo wodi nokore na ne ho akire na ma asori na ekoboa no I've never seen one tembia ye omo ne na asori no mu a obuntu ahwe omomwa omuni nokore obohunu na ho akire won na omomomu ba asori ho ebepemwa David said menya hunu otrini ni bia o sresre ni obedi da he said saafo no omo di nokra nyame hira won ma won ko saa ho kire no mu but omo nya saa no bere bia na omo ho akire won tembia so de ko ba bia they are the people crazy asore bo wo ko so mo nya nokafo nti nyame ntim hira won to otu kwan ya che so no ma ne de bia wo gira fa akomba person I want to challenge you say so we are nokwafo ma urade with your tithe and your offerings God will bless you onyame be hira wo obema na si wo yie. Yes, so acknowledge God as the owner. Now you're faithful to the owner. The owner cares because the owner matters. Who you nani wan kusia? When you about prenu na need wachi. In Bible say nyame boy. Ana wo muai. Yenya no kwafo. Yenya no kwafo. Onyame adwuma etim nkoso. O na dom pinti. Amen.
Amen.